Hello, everybody. Welcome to Banter Blitz on ICC. I'm Grandmaster Joel Benjamin, and we should have a fun afternoon. I want to warn everybody I'm getting over the last remnants of the flu, which was definitely a bummer for a while. But right now it's down to a little bit of an annoying cough. So I'm almost 100%, but a little bit off my game. So who knows? Maybe somebody will beat me today. I haven't won them all yet. There's always a chance. So very shortly we'll get started with our first game. Before I get warmed up, that might be the best time to get me. Let's see. I see a whole lot of people lined up. It's a good sign. And as soon as that first game pops up, we'll get started. Is anybody watching the Geshimov Memorial? I think it was a pretty interesting round today. Very impressive win by Anand. He still got it. Nice opening prep and then end game. Good stuff. Okay, let's see. We have a whole long line of people. We'll get started just a second. Okay, here we go. Fork and pin. I think I've played fork and pin before. I know that I've at least seen that name in the queue. I don't know if he got to play or not, but okay, a little Roy Lopez action. So far, standard stuff. Okay, he protected his pawn. Very good. Okay, let's just do some maneuvers. H6. I notice that a lot of players are very anxious to play H6 and make sure that there's never any pin, bishop coming to G5. But if it's not really a threat to play bishop G5, very often you can do more useful moves. Okay, H6, bishop B7. So let's see. I moved my D pawn twice. I didn't play H3. Black played H6. I don't know how the tempi will work out here, but okay, knight F1. I have I'm in time to protect my E pawn, which is the important thing. I get that guy defending. Knight H7. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Wants to go to G5. I'm gonna say, okay, well, let's just do standard kind of business, provoking something on the queen side, A4. Not so much time to think about it in blitz. B4, okay. Well, is this going to be a pawn for me? See, sometimes the threat is stronger than the execution. There really wasn't anything all that much happening with that A4. I wasn't really threatening to do anything, but I provoked this answer B4, a little bit of a panic, and then I got myself a pawn. So far, so good. Extra pawn on the queen side, not much else happening. A6, okay. A6. Okay, let me take that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to come in, attack something. Maybe take the pawn on D6 if it's not nailed down. Well, you can defend it, of course. And then I'll just move on to some other idea. Well, let's see how he does it. Oh, Queen F6. It feels like it's a little bit loose. Okay, let's trade. Let me be a merchant. Do some trading. Okay. Queen takes a4. Watch out for the knight. And should I bring... I might bring that knight back to the center. We'll see. E3 and D5, possibly. Queen E6. Okay, good move. Yeah. He's going to bring his knight to the middle, I guess. Let's see. Okay, let me just develop something. The knight f5 didn't turn out to be completely successful. Oh, wait a second. Check. Okay. Let me grab that. I thought he might try to move the king so that I would try to trap the knight. Ah, desperation counterattack. I like it. I like it. Okay. I like it. Should I just trade the queens or... Just put something in the middle. Okay. Just keep my pieces on safe squares. Seems like a good idea. G5. Almost set up for knight e4, rook takes e4, but then my knight will be hanging, so not exactly. Okay, let's just trade that. Get that off the board. Make some air. Gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. E4, okay, I'll put my knight in the center. Let's get the queen side rolling. Knight h5. Okay, let's... centralize that. Let's throw the queen towards the king side, just in case he wants to try to get a checkmate. Probably hard to do that with my queen over there. Okay. Kind of waiting for that one. And there goes the knight. I used a pin, fork and pin. And after that move, it looks like, okay, queen sacrifice. But I'm going to round up that pawn. Or maybe I'll take the rook. Yeah, maybe I'll take a rook instead. Yeah. Okay, good fight, fork and pin. When I grabbed that knight on d3, that really put the game away. But some tense moments before that. All right. Who will be next? Oh, this is a long name. Niken Wideryarto. Okay, from the USA. Sometimes when there's these very long handles, it's hard to tell if they're like 3 or 4 words thrown together and, where one ends and another begins. Grand Prix attack. Okay. I've played this opening a few times myself. This is A6 is a slightly annoying move for white because it prevents white from getting that bishop out to b5 to trade, because usually the light squared bishop isn't doing all that much. So we got a little bit of a closed position here for a while. Yeah, thinking about should I do one of these? Yeah, I'll do one of these H5 things to solidify the knight on F5 so that he can't chase it away with G4, keep those pawns from rolling. And then maybe do some stuff on the queen side. Maybe keep the king in the center for a while. Okay. H3, well, he might force with G4, but if I'm not castled and he is, I don't know that's going to work out so nicely for white to open up the king side too quickly. Could be happy with that. A4. Okay, I'll just push. This time I will answer A4 with a push and not losing a pawn. C3, logical. Let's bring the queen out. Not really threatening any discovered checks, but okay, well, he's definitely not playing G4 anytime soon after that move. Although I think it wasn't really such a great idea anyway. All right, let's just go A5. Maybe put my bishop on A6. We'll see. I'm wondering if I should play D5 to D4 if he lets me, and so open up that long diagonal. I can't decide if that's a good move or not. Building up an edge on the clock. Woohoo! Ah, well, I'm kind of happy to see that trade because now I'm not sure the right way to recapture, but now white has given up the D4, so I think that was a situation where he would have been better off just waiting, keeping the tension. B3. Okay, well, he does have outside pass pawn now. Okay, I think I will go ahead with this D4 because now I've sort of cemented that E3 square that I could maybe use sometime down the line. Yeah. As I look at it now, I don't like that move quite so much, but well, it's yeah. I mean, if he could play knight D2 and knight C4, but I guess he would run into knight E3, so there'd be some issues. All right. Well, just going to stick this guy here for the moment. Maybe attack this B3 pawn a little bit. Get him a little tied down to that. Yeah. Me likey. Yeah. I'm going to follow this up. Just make a quiet move for now. Do a little castling by hand, connect the rooks. Sometimes, you have a good position, you don't really need to do anything. You could just slow play it, not rush it. Let your opponent think of things to do. Knight E1. Okay. I'll just continue with my business here. Okay. I got the C4 square now. Think about maybe stick my knight in a different place, or should I play for C4? And maybe I'll try to just bust through at C4. Or at least introduce that possibility. Where is he going? Knight G1. Okay. Not much more preparation here, I think. Okay. Alright, it's go time. Knight can we Diorto is running out of time here. So he's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants to score. Ah, well, I think he had to take it because now that bishop is gone. All right, happy to take that guy. And jump in. Luckily, I did not drop it accidentally on c4 where it's hanging. Let's double up there. And nice protected pass pawn. And yeah, okay, I'll be sporty and leave some things sort of hanging because he's got things hanging too. e6. Okay, tricky. If I take it with the pawn, then I mean, if I take it with the knight, then my queen hangs, which I prefer not. So you just take the rook. Okay, interpose. Queen d7. Check. Check. And defend everything. Oh, sweet. Oh, he's still going. Okay. It's a girl. Okay, thank you. Okay, new game, Monarch 1952. French defense. All right. Let's practice some King's Indian attack. I have some students who play King's Indian attack, so it's could gather material for them. Also, when I play in blitz tournaments, as part of my general strategy that I try to play very, very fast, and just be able to make quick moves in the opening because it's hard for me to do a lot of brilliant moves. My flag is hanging, so that's usually how I go about it now. Knight e7. Okay, this is kind of a normal opening, except his pawn is on c6. This kind of setup with all the pawns in the light squares make a little bit more sense if the bishop was out on g4. But maybe he can make it work. He's trying to be a bit creative here, thinking over all these moves. Got to give him some credit for that. Meanwhile, I'll just keep making some moves. Sometimes when the opponent has a little bit unusual setup, you can't really anticipate what he's going to do, so it doesn't help that much to think over your moves too much if you can't really anticipate what he's going to do. Sometimes just make some natural moves and see where it's going. I don't think he really needed to take on e4 because I'm certainly not threatening to do something in the center, so I think he's just giving me a bit more space with that capture. Knight g6, all right. Let's get this guy into the game. First cough of the day. Okay. Let's put that knight to a square. Attack a bishop. Take it if it doesn't move. Come on, Monarch 1952. Pick up the pace. Got to pick up the pace. It's blitz. Stump the panel. Ah, I went back to e7. I wonder why. I guess he wants to put the queen on c7. Okay. All right, let me just put my rook on the open file. Again, simple, good moves. Not worrying about it too much. And maybe a4 come up just to, just do a standard business a4 just to make it less attractive for him to chase me. Knight c7, okay. He wants to trade. What am I, a merchant? All right, well, I'm going to move away because I'm figuring the knight on b6 is not really very happy. Yeah, I could kick it with a5. Oh, he really wants to trade stuff. Okay, all right, I'll trade that one. And I'll kick and stretch. And I'll kick something next move. Kick. Simple moves. Ah, okay. He's still covering e5. Okay, so my old friend Mike Wilder said that when good players don't know what to do, they play h4. Ah, b6, but I don't think you're ready for that, Monarch 1952, because your a-pawn is pinned, so you're going to have to take back with a knight. And now I get this nice tempo that I wanted to do, but last move he could have played e5. So I saved it. And uh-oh, the queen is in a little trouble now. Little trouble. Oh, I'm going to win some material. It's going to be the best. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, queen in trouble. Okay, that's what happens when you get really short on space, is sometimes your pieces get pushed around. So I'm gonna grab a piece here, and then it's going to be technique. One of those bishops is gonna go bye-bye. Okay, this is checkers. And then I might as well move the rook. Why not? Move the rook away. Oh, Monarch resigns. Okay, fair enough. That piece was pretty decisive. Thank you, Monarch 1952. All right. Benny wins. Okay, go Benny wins. Take your best shot. Oh, come on, Benny. You got to be ready. You got to be ready right from the gate. Your name pops up. I don't know if Benny is ready to play. Oh, there he is. Just faking me out. All right, open Sicilian. I used to play open Sicilian. I used to play Sicilian all the time, and then I really went away from it. But I think this is sort of a good opportunity to get some practice, if I'm going to play in some serious games, because I think it's good to play it every now and then. I sometimes get tired of the junk that I play in a lot of tournaments. I've noticed that a lot of lower-rated players in the Sicilian, they often delay knight c3 when you haven't put a pawn on d6, like they're really afraid the pin's going to happen with bishop b4, but there really isn't so much to be afraid of. Okay. I guess he's defended in the center. It almost looks like something's hanging. But, okay, I'll just take a bishop. Get myself some bishops. But not the pawn. It doesn't look so bad, actually. And just develop some stuff. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to go queenside, so I kind of wanted to get this lined up. I think I'm getting some good pressure here. That's why I didn't castle. I wanted to get pressure there. I think after bishop d7, maybe that wasn't the right moment to castle queenside. I think something could happen here. Oh, I don't think you're ready for this one. This capture. My bishop is the better attacking piece. I hold on to that. And looks like I got something good going there. Piece and an attack. Yeah, okay, I have an extra piece, but oh, now I can really finish in style. I was going to go here anyway, but now it's a check. Yeah, it appears that Benny does not win. I think that we've talked about this before. I mean, since my surname is Benjamin, in a sense, Benny is going to win no matter what. Ooh, King A2. Well, I think I have some mating threats here in compensation for my queen. Mm-hmm. Setting up for the big finish. I don't think that stops me. Checkers. Thank you, Benny wins. It was an interesting position, but you think you castled into the attack there. Oh, never say die. Okay. Clang. All right. Thank you, Benny wins. All right, off to a good start today. The first half hour has passed without any losses. Who will be next? Brownie Baker. I think that's an Indian flag. Let's practice some Rui. Just in case anybody wants to take the pawn on e4, I don't have to think about it. Okay. d6. It's an interesting move order, but knight g5. I don't think knight g5, d5 is actually that good. I don't know if he planned that, but all right, let's just do for usual maneuvers. Usual maneuvers. Bishop b6, okay, fair enough. He's looking for some trades, not a bad idea. Oh, that's an interesting combination, to trade and then chase. Offer a trade and then chase. I don't know, okay, you know what, I'll take this. Usually I don't like that so much, but the knight on a5, maybe can do a little something with that. Okay, well, definitely this knight is not so well placed now. I'm having to go to b7. Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Queen b3. And let's see, where are my pieces going? That's a little bit of a question. Knight on d2, bishop on c1, not so ideal. Uh, okay. Let's just get that off the back rank. c5. Is everything holding together? Okay. Trade that first. And if I attack that pawn with knight g5, I guess he can go d5. All right, it's better not to waste too much time thinking about it. Just proceed straight ahead. Okay, now this knight is in a good place now. My knight's in a good place, I'm in a good place. I'm getting ready to put it on b6, which could have an impact. He might have been able to take on b4 or take on a1 and take on b4 because then you'd have knight c5 counter. I could even think about some sacrifices here, but you know what? I'm just gonna play a positional move, b5. Don't necessarily need to calculate stuff. Just play with the passed pawn. Okay. Let's go. Let's push it up. And let's go in with a pin. In with a pin. That should do something. If I get a pawn on a7, could be a girl. Just keep up the pressure. I don't have to think too hard. That's just Blitz 101. Okay. I don't know if I'm threatening. Maybe now I'm threatening to get a sacrifice going. Oh, well, he defended e6. But wait, my rook on a1 is defended. So I can grab this. No, not nailed down. Not nailed down. I took it. I put it in my pocket. I'm just going to have to guard the back rank. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to get you before you get me. I'm getting ready for the big finish. Oh, he's not going to let me do you're not going to let me do one of those mates, huh? Okay. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't really hanging my rook, but good try. I was setting up for the big finish. Thank you, Brownie Baker. That was a tight game. That was a tight game for a while. Just, I got all positional on you. Now I'm starting to get hungry, Brownie Baker, thinking about brownies. I haven't eaten too much today. Just, had a salad for lunch. Okay, preparer. I believe also from India. What is he preparing? Is he preparing to win? This is going to be another closed. Yeah. Oh wow. This is Grand Prix day. Okay. Let's see what he's bringing to the table. A4. Still no place for the bishop to go. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think he's walking into D5. The best thing to do against A6 is probably to play D4 and transpose into an open Sicilian. Not everybody wants to do that. Okay. All right. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to go and get rid of that bishop because I don't like him. Maybe messing around on that diagonal. So I'm just gonna now I can move this knight. Bishop E7 castle. As I always tell the kids, it's good to castle. Queen E2. Okay, I'm almost there. Knight E5. Okay. Let me jump in. Attack the queen. Is he going to try to mate? Oh, I thought he might try to threaten mate. Queen H5. Not that it was really that terrifying. I thought he might take a shot. Okay. All right, I'll just go back. You want to double my pawns? Okay, double my pawns. You got it. That's going to undouble my pawns, right? Okay. That's cool. Or maybe I won't even undouble the pawns. Maybe even play C4, because, I probably shouldn't. But, I kind of like this pressure on the B pawn. Knight B4. Okay, that's temporary, I think. I don't really want to take that. Slightly annoying move. All right. Excuse me. See, I was a little concerned he might play A5 and stop me from kicking the knight, and then I could take at some point bishop's opposite call. Oh, I don't think you want to do that. Prepare. You always be careful when you have a piece attacked and you go and attack another piece. If that piece can move with a tempo. All right. Looks like it's under control. I think it's time for desperation attack. All right. Let's just block that pawn, I guess. Okay, I'm fine with trading. I got more pieces. Okay, defend that second rank, why don't you? I'm coming in anyway. Well, he's loading up for something. Okay, let's just make a little more luft. Just keep things a little closed. I think it's a dead end there on the king's side. Queen H5. Where is he going? Okay. Take that. H4. Yeah, but this was my plan. Because now I come in here. And that's that. We have lovely parting gifts for Mr. Preparer. Thank you. So far so good today. I haven't really had that the real difficult challenge yet, but I'm sure somebody will give it to me. Okay, let's do the King's Indian attack again. Because, it's good to practice some stuff and also just easy on the brain when you can play, 6 moves without thinking too hard. All right. Interesting. Well, one of the things that I like to do in these closed positions is just play knight g5 and then the f pawn. But um, it's a bit unusual what he's doing here. Well, maybe it all comes out to something normal. I'm going to just take that because he doesn't have his knight developed. So, maybe I'll just go here d4 and do stuff in the center. Okay. All right. Develop. Yeah, maybe it's not all that special. Yeah, not all that special because my knight still has to go someplace. And yeah. Right. Maybe that wasn't the greatest idea. Take on d5. It just seemed like the thing to do at the time. Bleaksk. Bleak SK? I don't know. But I have a feeling I'm getting a little bit more of a challenge this game. I'm going to have to be on my game. On my game. Okay, let's tuck this guy. And maybe that'll go to e3. Mm. Hmm. Well, I don't want to fall too far behind on the clock. If I want to win, It is speed chess after all. So just gonna, I guess, bring that rook to the middle and figure out what I want to do. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? I'll just do. It's sort of like you do that, I do that, and now you have to figure something out again. Get your clock running again. C4. I think I like that. I think I like that, releasing the tension. Oh, another thing about that rook d8 move. He probably could have done without it because now this is a pin. Before I was thinking bishop g5, he'd just go knight e4. So I like that he doesn't have that anymore. So I think I'm maybe starting to get a little edge here. Maybe. Yep. Yep. Here comes knight e3. And something. Oh, he protected d5. It actually was hanging because I had all kinds of back rank stuff. But I think we got some pressure going here, Scotty. Is everything protected? Well, in a Blitz game, there just isn't a lot of time to think about it. I don't really know about this move f4, but I got this knight e5, and yeah, maybe I should I give that more protection? I don't know if I really need that move, but I just don't want to think about it too long. Knight e4. Okay, well, let's start by taking that guy, so there's no forks or anything. I think I can take a pawn, and I think I will take a pawn. Hopefully this will work out. And teasing him with that pin. F6, I have queen d5, I think. Now, I'm not sure which way I should take if he takes it. Probably the f pawn. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for him not to take. Let's just go in there. Hopefully not hang anything. Might win another pawn if he's not careful. Or maybe start trading like a merchant. Yeah, he needs a good move here. F6, okay, but I have check, and then I take. Yes. Yes, okay. All right. Now we'll get all technical here. B5, okay. Uh, maybe go trade some rooks here. Okay, he's not going to let me trade rooks that easily. Okay, that's probably wise. Okay. Let me round up that B pawn before it goes too far. Yep, B pawn is dead. Good attempt at counterplay, though. Bleaksk was giving me something to worry about for a while. Okay, thank you. That was a little of a workout. And then after I got Bishop G5, I started to get the initiative. That's good. Tired Dad. Oh yeah, I remember Tired Dad. I can identify with that because I'm always tired. Maybe a little tango. Yes, a little tango. It's always fun to tango. Uh-huh. Now, the interesting thing about the Black's Knight Tango is that when I play it against players, let's say above 2200, I get about 90% Knight F3. But when I play it against players below the master level, I'll probably get maybe even a majority of Knight C3. Okay. So it's a little bit, oops, I grabbed the wrong pawn there. It's a little bit like a Scotch, except pawn on C4 instead of E4. Okay, let me castle, because he's not developing quite as fast. Uh-oh. I don't know about that, Tired Dad. You're walking into knight e4. I think I got to hit you with that, I think. No offense. Just has to be done. I was going to go there anyway, but here I picked up a tempo. Queen c2 and defend it with something. I guess defend it with a pawn. Also rook e8. I think queen f6 is a threat now, Tired Dad. A3, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to follow through with that plan, I think. Well, actually, with the bishop traded, queen f6 is not that big a deal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say it's not no deal. I can still take a pawn on c3. Looks not bad. Maybe bishop f5 is the best thing to do to him. Maybe even right away. So I think Tired Dad needs to catch up in development. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know if I'm going to get the knockout that I was really looking for here. Knight f2. It's a fancy move, but it just takes it with the king, I think. Yeah, I feel like there should be something. Rook e8. No, queen f4 is not really a threat. All right, we're just gonna do something, and that something will be. Hmm. Let's just develop a piece. Yeah, didn't get exactly everything I wanted out of this. I should have done that last move, and then it would be a bigger threat. But now, well, no, I actually bishop d3 I can take on c4. No, can I do that? No, actually, I can't do that. I can't do that because he takes my knight, and the check on c3 does not actually win. Does not actually win a rook. So I don't have that. So what do I need to do here? All right, I'm just gonna put the bishop on a safe square and admit that I didn't get all that much out of this. But I do not want to lose on time. That's for sure. Oh, he takes that. All right, let me just take back. What am I thinking about? Got to move. Okay. All right. Just got to make some nondescript moves here. Starting to hit the wall. Those remnants of the flu are starting to get me. Rook b1. Okay, he's really not afraid I'm going to take this pawn. Let me just take that pawn. I don't know. Lost patience there. But can I take that rook in the? Oh no, I can't take that rook. Oh, he just moved it straight. Okay, that's good because now I can chase his queen off. Okay, tired dad. I won something. Something. Not as much as I wanted, but I got something out of this. Got something out of this. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. You did not want to kick my knight there. Now I just have to make sure that I don't put my rook on b8 because because the bishop will take me. So I have to guard some things. All right, go ahead and play e4 if you want. I will, of course, have to pick up the pace a little bit. Now he's playing very carefully. Playing very carefully. Okay, so now here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'll get that traded. That helps to get that rook out of there. Let's just keep pushing. Let's just keep pushing that. Oh, well, you gotta stop me from queening. It's this is with increment. So you're not gonna run me out of time. Okay, tired dad. I got this one now. Needed to try to use your bishop to stop me there. Hmm. All right, well, now we'll just see how long it can last. Keep that king from running. Okay, thank you, tired dad. Yeah, I I couldn't quite find an impressive continuation coming out of that opening, and so I just had to bide my time. But not so impressive on my part there. All right, who we got? Muhit. Uh, I'm guessing Turkey for that flag, but I'm not really sure. My wife makes fun of me because I don't know the flags of the world, but we don't learn that in school in the U.S. Okay, let's play this one a little bit differently. So far he's following the theory. Knight d5 is the most common move. Okay. I don't want to get my bishop buried with c4, but I think I can avoid that. Maybe start some action on the king side. Let's see, f4, c4, take. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I'll stick this here. Pretend like I'm threatening bishop b7, but I kind of doubt that. All right. c4. I don't know if that might just be giving me the c file. I think that's going to give me the c file to use, to have and to hold. I think that's what we're going to see. Okay. Should I go in? Queen g4 also. What should I do first? No, queen g4 is going to take and then play knight f6. So I'm going to play knight f5 then. There's almost bishop f7, but he takes with the king. Okay, now queen g4. Or should I take first? Takes and queen g4. What's the best way to do? Even knight h6 check right away is possible. Get a structure like Magnus Carlsen had today. Yeah. I really shouldn't think about it too long. Okay, I'll just go queen g4. It's a good position. Yeah, I think something's dropping. Okay, this is dropping. Yeah. A lot of things are going to fall suddenly. There goes that one. Yeah, everything falls. I think that c4 was actually only really a good move if it was burying the bishop. But opening the c file, that just seemed to help me. There's not much to think about now. He's going to lose at least a rook. Maybe two. Yep. Also, it's knight g5 and knight h7 if I want to get fancy. But anyway, okay, thanks, Muhit. All right. I'm on a roll. I made it through an hour. I'm losing. Okay, Lilith. Knight f3, okay. bishop f4. Boring. Boring. Okay. But it's okay to be boring, you know, get your pieces out. Give me something to think about. All right, let me grab that bishop. Usually they put the pawn on h3, so you can't do that stuff. Okay. Castle. Someday I'll take that guy. But no, I'm not in a hurry to take that bishop. Nope, not in a hurry. Okay. I'm just going to chill. See, what you like to do is you like to leave that bishop there, and then finally white can't take it anymore, and he plays h3, and then you take it. Okay. I don't think that this... See, the thing is, I'm not going to take the bishop, so there's not going to be an open h-file. So I don't know if Lilith is going to get... Well, Lilith is a girl's name. I don't know if that actually is a female, but if I should use female pronouns or not. But I don't know if Lilith is going to get what Lilith wants. Knight e4. Okay, well, I stopped my c5. Maybe I should have done that when I had the chance. All right. Let me just get in a c5 playing posture. It's always good to have your rook opposite the queen. Okay. I'm almost tempted to give up the bishop if I'm going to play d5. Oh, decisions. Yeah, let me try that. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But I just pre-moved there. Cool, huh? Yeah, because I'm doing this pawn storm. My light square bishop isn't really so great, so I thought maybe I'd just trade it. Yeah, there was a bishop a6 though. I realized that my rook had no squares, so I really got away with one a little bit. Okay, so maybe I better play c4 and so it doesn't happen. Take on g6. No, that doesn't work. Okay. All right. Now, yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't want to open that h file. Oh, h4. Okay, spirited. Spirit going after me there. Yeah, it's going to open something up. Yeah, I don't really care for that. You got to try to keep things a little closed. And soon b5, b4, when I get a moment, when I get a free moment. Like now. E4, yeah. It did. I just noticed it did something I didn't notice before. Maybe I should have taken. Well, Lilith is playing aggressively anyway. I give credit there, but I think this is a piece for me. I think that's going to help. Yeah, that's going to help. So it's going to give me a square for my knight, which is kind of Kind of nice. Let me grab that. H6. Okay. See, there's no mates here. That must, yeah, I think everything's covered. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh wee. Hanging, no? Hanging. Yeah. Gotta take that. Okay, thank you, Lilith. Well, you know, setting up for that king side attack gave me some pause for a while. I think I was wise not to let the queen side get open. Ostap Benderson, obviously one of the Scandinavian countries, but I believe their flags are all pretty similar. I don't want to jinx myself, but I have won all the games so far. And maybe Bishop G5 is a threat here. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes people like to stop that. Okay, let's just castle for now. I'm not sure if I should try to play d4 or advance my queenside pawns. I'll figure it out. So one idea is to bring the bishop into d5 and push a4 and b4. Okay, well, now I've lost that option. Bishop b6, yeah. All right, let's do a d4. But what about d4? Hold on a second. What's going to happen there? What is happening with that? Are things in fork position? Woohoo! Yes, fork position. My good buddy John Fedorovich used to complain about a student who would, in the Gioco piano, would put the bishop on e6 at some moment when the bishop was still on c5, and this d4 d5 kind of thing would happen. Yeah, this is an example of a game where black played quite logically, but just because of a tactic, got a lost position on the opening. It's unfortunate for Ostap Benderson, and very graciously resigned after that. So yeah, so bishop e6. I guess that's why that doesn't really happen. I was kind of wondering about that. Okay, a4 h5. So this is somebody who likes rook pawns. Go, hit it. Okay, you got to be ready. You don't want to give away any time. Bishop g5. Okay, Trompovsky. This is an opening that I played a lot in the past. In the mid 90s, I played it a bunch of times at the Moscow Olympiad. Had some really interesting games. Excuse me. It's a flexible position for white. There's two main plans. One is to fianchetto the king bishop, and the other is to play c4 directly. He's having quite a think about it. I mean, D5 is kind of like the main line. Knight f3. Okay, it's a little bit different. All right, let me just castle and see what you're up to. The feeling is that the knight isn't really that well placed on f3, although it, certainly seems natural to go there. I'm going to bring that knight around to f6. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that because now this is undoubling my pawns, which I should be happy about. And he's isolated pawn. Positionally restrain the double pawns. Oh, okay. Well, he's going for me here. Yeah. Okay. I have to be careful. Knight g5. Um. Uh-huh. Oh, did I fall for some kind of trap here? Maybe I should have played bishop e7. Um. Hmm. Yeah. If I go knight b6, queen h5, this could be a bummer. Okay. We're getting a little test here. I think this protects everything. Fingers crossed. Okay. Because I went h6, you can go queen h5 anyway. Okay, but now f7 is guarded. So I think I'm all right. Yeah, now I should be okay. Phew. Knight g5 threw a scare into me. Not that it's game's over, but at least it didn't get mated. I think. Unless I'm missing something. No. It's got to go back or give me material. Or play h4, but h4 doesn't have any threat, so I'm not that worried about it. Could play h4 sort of, or f4 a la Vishy Anand today, but different situation. Yeah, he had to go back. That was the thing to do now. Now let's just develop some stuff. Hope that he doesn't come around and get me. Yeah, knight g5. I really had to wake up and one more careless move, and I would have been toast. Okay. Uh, let's hit that d pawn. I think everything's still pretty well guarded here. I might grab a pawn. Also, c5 is an idea. He's getting undermined. Hmm. All right, what happens if I go for this? Just gonna have to probably give up some material some way. Yeah, thought he might try that. Maybe not bad. Oh, I don't think you should take. Oh, I guess if he doesn't take, I could play bishop e6. But okay, he had two bishops. With two bishops, yeah, it's not so clear actually. Ah, no, I can keep a rook on the board. That's always a good thing to do. Yeah, this is not so clear. Not so clear. Okay. I just have to chill a little bit here. Yeah, not sure that I should even come out with that bishop, but I don't know, make a few aggressive moves, and maybe something will come out of it. Uh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think he mistimed that. That was my threat. Yep. All right, this is coming together now. Uh, gonna eat this pawn, and it's all good. Check. Everything is defended again. I should get some kind of big attack now. Check. No place to go. A4, H5. Well, that was a little bit of a scare of that early mate thread, and then I wasn't totally sure about that ending at first, but I was able to pull it out. I might just get through unscathed. Forward game. Thank you for game. Okay, you're welcome. Sometimes I don't understand the shorthand language, but yeah, good game. Chess Kevin from Canada. Well, if he's confident enough to put his name out there. Has anybody played a Sicilian today? I don't think so. I think I'm the only one playing Sicilian. E4, E5, and E4, E6. The only moves. Okay, I shortened the repertoire today. Just I just thought I'd try one day where I'm not fooling around as much. See if just maybe I can win all these games. So go for this one again. It's worked for me so far. The thing about Bishop B7 is the general wisdom in this opening is that you're kind of happy to have a pawn on D3 when your opponent puts the bishop on B7. Knight B8. Maybe I should have left my rook on F1. I could have tried to do a Vichy Anand. He did some kind of knight G5, and he just got an instant attack. I never really saw anybody do quite what he did today. Not sure how black should cover the king side though, because G6 is running into the problems at the bishop H6. Yeah. Knight C5. Yeah. Okay. Let's move the bishop. Okay. Knight E6. All right. Let's go in. Let's go in. Got that big time advantage. I like that because every now and then I go to sleep in the middle of the game and I'm sort of insulated against that. Knight g5. Okay, let's try it. Looks safe. Hmm. If I throw some pieces at the king side, it should make something good happen. Ah, there's the counter in the center. It is logical, I have to admit. So what am I set up for here? Oh, is everything defended? Quite possibly. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, maybe I'll just trade. Is that okay? I don't think I hung anything yet. Take that. Ah, okay, I don't know. I could just. Ah, knight h6 was mate. Knight h6 was mate in three. I thought this was fun, but the other was mate. That was better. Okay. Now, which is the best place to go here? Check. Yeah, now I'm thinking about that mate. It's all about that mate. About that mate. Sigh. All right, let's just play something simple here. Take some material back. Yeah, okay. Take this one. All right, I think everything's under control. It's, I'm also happy to take that rook off the board because now I know there's no back rank tactics. Okay, I guess I was winning a knight back. All right, thank you, Chess Kevin. That was a good game. Then I just yeah, but knight h6 was actually a forced mate. Yeah, that was a little bit yeah, made it slightly more interesting. Okay, he and Heian. Okay. So far, my Sicilian has held up pretty well. Hmm. Okay, knight c3. I think that's better against b6 than against d6. The key is queen c7. I think is a good move to pick up a tempo on c3, and he can't play bishop d3. And yeah, this is attacking the center very fast, and I think it's supposed to be good for black. The key is that the knight has to go to d7. Knight's on c6. Knight on c6 is not good here. It's in the way, blocks the bishop, and it doesn't defend the king side. Okay, he's not concerned that I'm going to take his pawn on h2, and he's right, I don't want to take it. Uh, yeah, okay, castles is safe. There's no Greek bishop sacrifice because my knight can come to f6. Those are things to look for in a Greek bishop sacrifice. Can the knight go to f6 or can the bishop go to f5? Those are often mate killers. Okay, he's trying to set up a battery. He doesn't seem real concerned about that h2 pawn, but okay, I don't really want to take it. Maybe get some trades going. Okay, next move might be bishop takes f3. Okay. Next move is not bishop takes f3. Okay, next move is going to be guarding a mate, which well, yeah, I think knight f6. As part of the idea of bishop f4 was to kill bishop g5. Now I can do bishop e4 if I need to kind of get rid of any kind of threats to my king. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where you trade some pieces. It's usually better for black because white is playing with the pawn weaknesses. Queen d1. I think that's going to run into a problem. If I take on f3, well, he can take on f4. Peculiar position. All right, I don't want to think too long about this. All right, let's see what happens with that move. Definitely looks like I've got some threats going. So bishop takes f3, I guess, would have been simpler, but okay. So I definitely can win something here. Okay, this is good enough for me, I think. Winning something. Yeah, that's going to make it worse because now when I take back, I'm threatening mate on h2. So another game our opponent played very logically, but it actually was easier to win. I guess he didn't see the mate there because the game had a logical flow to it, so it was easy to figure out. Sometimes when the games are more random, even when I get a winning position early, then they get more confusing. Okay, so now we've got Aviad, all in caps. I don't know if that is some kind of acronym or what. Okay, let's go. Clock is ticking away. Oh, Aviad, is anybody home? I think at a certain point you get declared to be not there, but let's see. Ah, there he goes. I don't know, maybe he was just thinking over it. But we got something different from somebody didn't move the e-pawn. I appreciate that. Queen back to d8. Okay. That's kind of a fad now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. wonder if bishop f7? No, probably wasn't possible. I don't really know what this is about, though. Looks strange. Oh, I was waiting for that. Yeah. Maybe 95 was even better. See, that's the problem with this stuff is that the queen, when the queen goes to a5, one of the big functions is that it kills a lot of the bishop f7 ideas because the queen can chop a knight when it comes to e5. So this is, you don't really want this to happen in the opening. So it looks like I'm looking good for another win. Unprecedented streak. Hour and a half into the session, and I'm perfect so far. Can I pull it off? By the way, you guys who like to follow the Grandmaster commentary on ICC, I will be up for the next round, which is on next round from the Gashi Memorial, which is on for Thursday, and I'll be on with Alex Yermolinsky, which will be fun. You know, Alex is very entertaining. I'm looking forward to the chance to visit with him again. So that should be cool. Starts bright and early in the morning. The broadcast begins at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, which means that the missus is going to be taking the kids to school. Excuse me. So far, so good. Okay, knight f6. Where should I put this queen? Put there. Yeah, problem for black here is that castling is never going to be legal. You know, even if you can find a way to castle in an otherwise legal manner, the king has already moved for a few times. For instance, castling. Now, you try to castle, you hear that familiar ICC will not allow castling move. Okay. Let's get some pieces out. Okay, let's move the queen, let's say there. Everything under control, and Aviad is running out of time. Three, two, one. Okay, thank you for the game. That bishop f7. If you're going to play this you're welcome, Aviad. If you're going to play this opening, you gotta watch out for that bishop f7. That's a killer. J. Russell 2. Okay. All right, the word is that this is the last game. Last chance to get me. Okay. So I'm going to do my usual blitz approach of making a lot of fast moves. I actually just had a game like this over the weekend. New move. Yeah, e5. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. I'll just push. Not have to worry about hanging on to anything in the center. Yeah, bishop g4. It's usually not such a great idea to bring that bishop out there when the center is closed. Of course, my knight isn't coming to g3, but still doesn't seem right. All right, kick you. Entertaining thoughts of a sacrifice. Yeah, it's possible. Probably not that good, but all right. Should I go knight h4? That could be a problem. Yeah, it would be a shame to hang something in this game. I've come so far. Won all my games. Ah, give me. Give me, give me, give me a pawn in the middle. I'm smelling a fork. Bishop d6, knight g6, and a fork. I could smell it. I could smell it. Here we go. Woohoo. All right, we're looking pretty solid here. Okay. It looks like I had a perfect score. Uh, it's never happened before. I've been close, but there's always at least one game that went wrong. But this time it was all good. Um, yeah, I know. I played e4 every game, and I played Sicilian every game against e4. So I shortened the rotation, but yeah, I just wanted to be I guess a little serious and see if I could win every game, because that Max DeLugi, he does it all the time, doesn't he? And I know he's a better blitz player than me, but I don't like I got my pride too, so want to see if I can get a clean sweep every now and then. So everybody, thanks for coming out and playing. Those of you who didn't get a chance to play, I'm sorry for that. Maybe next time. Buy my book, Liquidation on the Chessboard, Mastering the Transition into the Pawn Endgame. It's really a terrific book. I worked very hard on it. It's guarantee it's a really good one. You'll learn a lot from it. And come listen to my commentary from the Geshima Memorial on Thursday. And, my game of the week is on a little bit of a hiatus because we've got so many tournaments going on, and game of the days on Friday. But, by next month it'll be back. So, stay tuned for that. And come and challenge me next month when I do this again. So thanks, everybody, for coming. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. And I'll see you next time on ICC Banter Blitz.